I live in the United States, which
Canadian.
means I get to be part of this fun little scam we call health insurance over here. And I just got the hospital bill for the birth of my son.
Uh-oh.
The grand total of the birth of my son was, drum roll please.
Okay, exciting.
$33,130.80. That's how much it costs to give birth in America.
Fun fact, it can also cost you money to have a baby in Canada as well. Peds Patrol here, and let's talk about scenarios where you may be asked to pay up money for having a child in Canada. So healthcare in general in Ontario and Canada is free, but there are caveats. So if you're a non-resident or a traveler who is about to give birth or a birth tourist or a passport baby, in those situations, you may have to pay up front to deliver. Birth tourism is very, very popular in Canada and in the United States. Unfortunately, a lot of families come into the country with either good or not really good intentions to have children here, and then find out that they have to pay for the obstetrician, the hospital, the anesthesiologist, the pediatrician, and any other services that are required. Pain medicine, antibiotics, a hospital bed, all of those things can cost a lot of money. And if you don't have credit card insurance, if you don't have travel insurance, you will get a bill. And sometimes there are agencies that will promise you things, but those are not necessarily guaranteed, and they can be scams as well. A lot of times couples will come in and may have difficult births or preterm labor or babies that are born very, very young, and that might require extensive care and support. And that can also increase the cost of care for both the family and the child. It can vary, but costs can be between thousands of dollars and tens of thousands of dollars. At the end of the day, care will not be declined, but it is a stress on the system, and a lot of families do take advantage of the system. Birth tourism isn't really recommended, and it can be unsafe. If you want to have children in a different country, maybe it's for protection, for safety, or for better quality of life, please do it the legal way. Talk to an immigration lawyer, find ways to get into the country that you'd want legally, and plan in advance. If there's anything to leave here with, it's just that sometimes pregnancies can go wrong and it can be complicated, and your birthing plan may look very different than you anticipated. So plan as much as you can and do it very safely.